What's up, world? You're looking at 2K Fridays. My Sacramento Kings classic jerseys are looking fresh on Darren Williams, Andrew Bogut, and the like, and I can't catch a jump ball to save my life. I hate when you play somebody and you just know that the guy's going to be a jerk from the start. I keep hitting it with my armpit. If he doesn't jump, then I just look like a derp. So I'm like, alright, whatever. He can win the tip. He can have that. This is my team mode and we got a little ways to go. So this guy was an entertaining fellow to play against, to say the least. He had Dell Curry. And as you guys know, when you have Dell Curry, you tend to do a lot of three-point shooting, and people don't like that. I'm fine with it personally if they do some three-point shooting and it's not just abusing the fact that he has like a 97 three-point rating, but we'll get into that a little bit later. For right now, take a look at his defense or lack thereof. I can't score, it's my fault, but right away I see a little trend that I'm going to be using to my advantage. That trend is, well, he is decent, jumps out, but he plays a defense where he's doubling the ball and trying to steal passes. That's not going to work against me, and he leaves the paint wide open, so I'm going to get a lot of easy baskets. I'm looking forward to a nice game with Bogut and Rodman down low, grabbing boards for me. I also swapped out Gerald Green for that starting shooting guard spot. I need a little more athleticism to start out with and a little more size at that shooting guard position. As well, I've picked up Tony Allen and have him in there for defensive purposes. I've actually had him for a while, but in this game you'll actually see it. Look at the air ball from Bogut. I should never shoot a jumper with him ever again. However, his strategy is a little weird, taking half-court shots. Don't know what that was all about because he already had the ball in his hands. But hey, who am I to judge, you know? I'm going to use Bob Dandridge to my effect. He's going to draw the defense, and I kick it out to D-Will for a J. Him and the Bulls are in a great matchup. Really crazy playoffs so far and a lot of things to talk about there. But the important thing right now, my team. I'm really looking forward to getting into the 5th seed, and that's what I'll do if I win this game. So I'm excited about that. Dandridge's mid-range game is absolute money, and I spoke about this last week for a little bit, but I'm going to touch on it again. If you have Bob Dandridge and you sell him, I feel very sorry for you. He can do this right here. The corner is open when they play the 1-3-1 defense. You need to take advantage of it. Dandridge has a ridiculous inside, well, I shouldn't say inside game. He has a ridiculous mid-range game. And I know that sounds weird because that's not something people generally get excited about, but he actually has a really good mid-range game, and you need to take full advantage of that. At the small forward spot, it can be deadly. He also finishes pretty decent down low, but he got blocked right there. And my boy Impact Kill that I'm playing with here, he thought that that was really cool. And we seem to run into these replay guys more and more often that think that their dookie doesn't smell. Oh my god, I got blocked. Oh, so I paused right back, give him the little pause for a second, and I'm like, really, dude, you need to chill out with that. So I get a little upset. When I get a little upset, I fight back with Patty Mills. Yes, that was 3-point cheese. Yes, that was me trolling him back and pausing again. If you don't like it, sorry. Won't happen again, I promise. Now, we are dribbling the ball up the court, and he calls a timeout. Okay, no big deal. Maybe he just wanted to get it past half court. He waits the whole time, calls another timeout. And at this point, I'm like, okay, is he mad that I paused it? What's the deal here? All right, so he's trying to get open with Dell Curry. As you see there, I jump at him. He misses. He gets a rebound and calls timeout. Okay, this isn't football. You're not setting up every play. But he keeps trying to do the same thing, thinking I'm going to be dumb and fall for the 3-point cheese. It's not happening. I get two guys jumping in his face, and he misses. So a little bit of erratic strategy on this guy's part. I wasn't really sure what was going on. Andrew Bogut's a smart guy. Gets the bounce pass, and I'm talking about 89 dunk intensity. That's what's up. He's still leading me, though, because I've been making some defensive errors. I've been letting guys into the basket. Gerald Green, who was doing some work early. Craig Elo hit a couple of threes, and I was generally just needing to get my act together on defense and secure those rebounds. So what do? I get in there with Gerald Green, but Dandridge is open. Not a bad shot, but a horrible, horrible release. He's still doing work for me. That's all right, though. Bogut is well worth the investment. I wasn't sure about him at first, but I'm a fan. I like him in real life, and I'll play with him. He's a good investment. Just trust me on this one. But look, again, doubling the ball, that leaves somebody wide open down low. It's an easy bucket. Don't know why Dandridge doesn't dunk those, but hey, it's all right. At the end of the day, it's about being smart, playing good defense, and getting the rebounds. Once I get the rebounds, I feel good because Gerald Green is just a beast. He even played good defense on that. It's just a matter of Gerald Green using that athleticism, and that was a man's dunk. Don't make any mistake about it. He collapses in the paint, and he just can't seem to stop jumping. So that I use that to my advantage. Throw a fake, and usually you'll see this over and over again. I throw a fake on him, and I'm like, all right, he'll jump. And if he jumps, I pass to the guy that jumped, and it's an easy 2. So he's trying to shoot those fadeaway 3s. I didn't know at this point if he had that acrobat skill, but I do know that even despite this little bit of lag that you're seeing on the screen from his connection, I was getting steals. And oh, Andrew Bogut. Okay, 50 dunk intensity is stupid for that. They might as well just leave that out of the game. Bogut just dunked all up in that guy's face. Easy, easy buckets. We're up 9 to start the 3rd quarter. Dandridge is giving him that work. That's all it's about. He's playing this hands-up defense outside, and I don't know. I think that you need to do that when the guy's actually closing out on you, but whatever. I got on Gerald Green for missing extra 3s. I give them the good releases. Right here. Be patient, guys. Get my inner Pau Gasol on. He collapses and again leaves the basket wide open, and I get a dunk. So again, this is kind of a lesson in offense and in defense. Every time that somebody would drive near the lane, he would collapse and everybody would get in there. He was thinking that I would just try to dunk on everybody. That's not how I play. So that's something that can really help you guys out. Drive and dish, drive and dish, drive and dish against those guys. That way they won't block your shot or change your shot when you're going up for a layup or a dunk. A lot of guys tend to do that in my team, and it'll really help you out, I think. But, hey, I'm no expert. I just play a lot of this. So, up 8, up 6, you know, generally that area. Bogut's being smart and cutting to the basket. Tony Allen even gets in on the action despite my lack of knowledge of his release. He's in there strictly to guard Dell Curry and keep him from shooting 3s. But he still did work for me. I don't know what the guy was thinking on defense there, but again, same play over and over. Drive to the basket. His defense cuts over and guards me, and I get off for an easy dunk right there. Just dish it off. So that's cool with me. I'll run the same play over and over and over and over again, and he just didn't recognize it. He was not a smart player in that regard. So I don't know what his deal was. He was kind of a jerk with the replay. Maybe it's karma. Maybe it was actually me being smart. But the defense keeps getting slipped behind, and he doesn't change the strategy at all. He had paused at one point, and I didn't show it because, well, pausing is generally pretty boring. But he had paused it at one point, and right there he was just refusing to do anything but shoot 3s with Dell Curry. But he had paused it at one point and tried to do this defensive strategy and switch things up. He had like a 1-3-1 going on for a while. Then he tried to double the ball like right there for a while. It's just a bad look, man, and he's a jumpy guy, so I just wait. T-Rob goes by him. He cuts off the passing or the shooting lane, but he doesn't cut off the passing lane. Again, drive and dish. It's very simple, and he just didn't handle it very well. That alley-oop was crazy. I was wondering if he was going to make that. He knocks me flat on my stomach. And this is just a case of, once you get to the 4th quarter, you can expect everybody to fully start trolling and cheesing and doing all that stuff in the backcourt. And usually at this point, I end up expanding leads or just running the clock out. But right there, he did double me, and he did get a good steal out of that, but he was too busy trying to be a hot dog, and he got his stuff packed. He was just playing like a scrub, in my opinion. Pushes me out of bounds there. I wish that 2K would call fouls on that instead of letting you get pushed out of bounds, but I understand. You know, there's game mechanics to be thought of there. I'm leading him away from the defense, and at this point, it's more like a football game. I was joking about that earlier, but he's just doubling me, and I'm just trying to run out the clock, basically. It's sad, but, you know, you don't want to anger them and then have them intentionally foul you for 2 minutes and prolong the game. I was trying to get a gameplay out to you guys, so that's the way that I was thinking of it. Tony Allen, again, if you leave him open from mid-range, it's cool. I mean, I just had to adjust to his adjustments, and that's the basic concept of my team. Russell Westbrook wasn't having it. He was just going to keep trying to shoot away. He did have Mo Cheeks, and I did notice, and it's realistic. Mo Cheeks was an effective and awesome defensive coach. Excuse me, backwards lob, Tony Allen. Maybe I should have him in there for offense, too. He's been doing well with the Grizzlies against those Los Angeles Clippers. He gets a bucket at the end, but it doesn't matter. At this point, in the second half, it really made a difference. I switched the strategy up a little bit, noticed what he was doing, and adjusted. He never recovered, so it worked out really well. And I'm in this 5th seed now, so you're going to be seeing the pack opening here at the end. See if I get anybody good. Honestly, I doubt it, but we controlled the boards in the second half, and that man was the reason why. Coupled with Dennis Rodman, Andrew Bogut and him are an amazing front line. They finished strong. When I cut into the lane with D. Will, I really got a nice combination going on there. He even picked up a couple of nice steals, and it led to stuff like that. Gerald Green dunking. And that teabag, I mean, he should have just gotten player of the game just for that. Looked like he had dude in a headlock if he paused that again. But the highlights are there. Bogut's a good pickup. I'm happy I got him when he was cheap, and now he's doing well. Him and the Warriors and the Nuggets are having a chippy series, so that's going to be an interesting concept. 14 points, 8 rebounds, and a couple of steals for Mr. Bogut. Qualified for the 5th seed. I got the Immortal Sidney Green as my reward. Okay, so maybe not Immortal, but I doubt I'm going to use him. I'll sell him, and I will be coming at you guys with some more My Team gameplay. You know how 2K Fridays does. I'll probably have some stuff up on Two Brothers Gaming of this, too. It's coming down to the wire. See you guys.